So like a week ago, I had a conversation with the people on the server, Jim, Italian, and Desha. We were all talking on the Discord. And I had made a comment that my temporary bird, don't know if I caught this on camera or not when it happened, but my temporary bird that was given to me by the PeteZahHutt tribe, Italian and Jim, died to a Titan boa because I was AFK. And, you know, cycle. If you guys have not watched my videos, I kill every flying tame I will ever have. And if I've had a flying tame for a while, that only means that it hasn't happened yet, but it will. So I mentioned to them, hey, here's the cycle still continuing. And, you know, when I had told them originally, they were like, hey, it's a temporary bird. We know what's going to happen, Brandon. We know. So we're joking around. They were like, what if we just bombarded this guy with like 30 Argentavises and he would have to just kill off everyone? And I made the joke saying that would only prolong my series because I can't end the series until the cycle ends. So, you know, they didn't deliver fully, but they delivered enough. 6 temporary birds. There might even be more. I know there's a snow owl back there as well. So. Thank you. Welcome everybody back to another episode of ARK Extinction Universe SMP here on the Extinction Universe SMP server. You might be wondering, well, Brandon, jeez, man, it's been a few days since the last upload. I'm sure I'm gonna log on and watch a video of his. The first thing he's gonna do is give us an excuse of where he's been. To that I say, you are absolutely right. Hope you guys all had a wonderful holiday. I was off spending holiday with my family, Kara, like my blood family, and then my new family, and my girlfriend's family. So the whole family deal, we all had time spent together. Couldn't fly out to California. That's the only thing that I wish I could have done. And then I got back home 2 days ago, but got really sick. So that's why my absence was a little bit longer. I'm feeling like slightly better now, just better to the point where I can record. Didn't get the flu though, thankfully. I got the flu last year for the first time ever. Hoping that doesn't happen. Let's talk about where we are right now, okay? I have done something very amazing that I'm really stoked for. Probably the title of this video, unless something miraculous happens that I'm not anticipating. If you look around, we got fence foundations lined up the entire way. I went ahead and did it. It was the biggest bitch thing I've ever had to do on here, just because it was so damn tedious trying to make sure everything looked at least decent. But I got the fences all lined up, and if there's some areas that don't have a fence, it's because a gate goes there. So like, for example, right here, you might be wondering, okay, there was a fence right there and a fence right there, but there's no fence here because we're going to put a gate there because it walks out into a low platform. These are interesting. I'll explain this whole deal when we actually get to building it, but it's like my better way of making sure, because we want to make sure nothing can get in, and that's including any sort of like, I don't know, the idea that a dinosaur could hop over here and simply just jump over the fence. So I'm keeping it at this height down all the way to there. The problem with this place is that toward this area I'm in, it becomes very unsymmetrical. Had to make sure that was the word. Like, you have this platform down here, and that's great, but then you have, like, this walkway, and then there's, like, that weird one over there that doesn't... Like, this one looks like it goes together. Like, walk down there and then make a loop and keep going down. But this one goes down to right there, and then there's just this little, like... I don't know. It's broken up. It probably works together, I'm assuming, but, like, this right here doesn't really make for good... I don't know. So I had to line it up the best way I possibly could. And this goes the entire way around. We're going to get the wall finished today. Whether that means me having to get metal or whatever it may be. We got to get the wall done. And I think we've got a pretty good way to be able to do it. We're going to need 550 metal walls to be able to get the wall portion down. I don't even know how much metal we're going to need for the 9 gates. There's 9 locations of gates. And unfortunately, there's no gate that goes here since this one's broken up entirely. And I don't want to do anything with that. Keeps going all the way down here. Thankfully, these little places right here made good barrier stopping points, so I didn't have to make sure that everything was symmetrical the whole way through. It's nice. So, you got another gate. It's going to go right here, and then the wall's going to continue like this. So this is a lot easier, right? This is like mirrored on that way, but you see this goes down, but there's a blatant wall right here. It doesn't just drop off in the middle of nowhere, so this is a lot easier to do. And yeah. That's our wall we have over there, and then we go over the last little bit, show you guys before we get to work, because I probably won't keep all this on camera. It's just placing down a bunch of walls. I kept this part walled up because there's no need for a gate here. Like, you're not gonna... I kept the gates in actual places where I could get up naturally. I'm not gonna climb this from down there, right? Like, I could put a gate here so I could jump into this, but I've never come from this way, and yeah, I wouldn't be able to get back up through it. So that's the whole place. The game plan, the goal afterward, the bigger goal is to make this the beginning of making this whole area my base. Not just that one little ledge, but the entire thing my base. Because when we finish the wall, we're going to let the Rexes loose. We're going to level them up first and then let them loose on neutral. And I guess wait out the day and see if they see if they survive. The only thing that really spawns here that's menacing are the Caprosuchus, the alligators, the Titan boas, the snakes, and that's pretty much it. There's not a lot of other danger here, really. The Patchies, or the Parasithiums, these guys hurt, but they're not dangerous. Same with the Dimorphodons, they're not dangerous. So there really shouldn't be anything that would kill off any of the Rexes. And to make sure you guys understand where I am in this series, the bigger, like, hope of this whole thing, kind of like how I did my first ARK series ever on the island, is inhabit an area and fill it up with so many of my own tames where hostile mobs don't spawn anymore, right? The goal is to have so many Rexes and so many other things floating about the area that there just simply isn't enough space for Titan boas or alligators to even spawn. I'll probably tame some fish. I don't freaking know. But that's the goal. Make this whole place passive and beautiful, and hopefully these guys don't spawn either, because I hate them. Last thing I'll speak of. I changed up a setting that you guys have been telling me to for a while, but somehow I missed all your comments until the last episode. I turned off camera shake. So you know how I'd be on top of here, and there'd be one of these guys that would just walk underneath, and it would shake the whole screen, and I'd get pissed off? Yeah, I turned that off, and I feel my blood pressure has gone down about 5 in both ends since that point. So I feel pretty good. That being said, and all of that, I need to go get metal to do this, because I don't have a lot of metal, nearly enough to be able to do it. Let's, how about we take one of our temporary birds, shall we? And the nice thing, you know, these aren't just run-of-the-mill basic birds that they tamed out randomly. These are very, like, high-class tames. You got 223, 223, 247, 223, 223, 223, and 176. Okay, we got a little dud at the end to balance it out. And then a temporary bird, snow owl, 216 for some reason. I'm gonna go with, you know, the obvious one, 247. Try and get this guy killed quickly. How many levels do you have? 12 levels? Here, I'm gonna pop you only into weights. 1550. Alright, not bad. They're all imprinted, so, you know, that might sound pretty good, and it is. Alright. Off to go get metal. I can't even make this up. I'm in the middle. I swear to God, this is not staged. I'm in the middle of getting metal with Cat 6 on my temp bird. And who the frick is this guy? I've lost and killed so many Argentavises, I forget which one this is. RG, meet temp bird. What the shit? This is my guy? From how long ago? He has metal on him. Are you saying that I lost this guy in the middle of getting metal somehow? When? My girlfriend has said never to take my kids grocery shopping, which I guess is, that's easy for me. I got out of that one pretty simply. Wait, how? I don't understand. And now we got Raptor Claws, who I need to go over to right now. Y'all can all stay on neutral for like a hot minute. You too. I think he's on neutral, right? How do I... How... He'll be fine. He'll be fine. Right. Okay, that happened. I don't even know what to do with myself anymore. When did I lose a bird? I don't even remember. The last bird that I lost, I found, and then I got it killed, right? Or is that the same bird that I've lost twice now? I don't know. I don't understand. If any of y'all are wondering why I'm going after these things, I mean, there's a lot of reasons, but the big one is that this is the easiest way to get high-level saddle blueprints, as well as high-level ghillie blueprints. Ghillie being the biggest one out of the bunch. Ghillie's insane in this game, especially the wasteland and everything, and the blueprints I've been getting have been disgustingly good. That's a chitin blueprint, but you get the point. It's still ascendant. Oh my god, if I didn't just prove my point. Dude, a Mastercraft and an ascendant chestplate for ghillie. My point doesn't need to be proven anymore. Honestly, the Mastercraft could be better than... I already have one back home of a blueprint of a chestplate that's ascended. I'm very excited to see which one's better. And there should be a fourth one out here, unless there's not. Well, maybe it was only 3 this time. Okay. Santa Claus decided to only drop 3. Alright. What's the, let's see, where is it? So that's 119 hyperthermic insulation, that's 142. Nice. I love that. Do we get anything else good? Just some coal, mistletoe. Alright, that's about it. I think the last thing that I need is gauntlets. A gauntlet blueprint. Pretty sure I have, well, I know for a fact that I have a decent helmet, really good chest plate, that's just given, really good leggings, and really good boots I just got recently. I just need the gauntlets and I'll have a full ghillie set. I decided to take advantage of finding this guy, and I really like the setup I've got going on right now. It's basically having an Argentavis that has double the weight value. So I'm keeping my my lost found bird as the one that I'm flying on, carrying around the Ankylo, because this guy behind me has a faster movement speed. What level are you? While I'm explaining this. Level 15. Yeah, yikes. Still looking for a Christmas-themed Enforcer that's level 150 or around there, because that'll be fun. But I have this guy following me because he has a faster movement speed. It's like 160%, so he'll never lose us. He'll never lose us. Never lose. He won't lose. And he's on maximum following distance, so he only follows when he absolutely needs to. The thing is, he's following the Argentavis, and my Argentavis isn't following me. So this guy doesn't follow unless he needs to, but when he needs to, he does. He doesn't follow me and the Ankylo around, like, for any bullshit reason. Like, he just stays where he needs to be, and this is a really efficient setup because you just don't have either of these guys going where they don't need to, but they carry so much. Because I don't know if you guys know, if you're new to this or whatever, but the transfer tool that I use, yeah, you can see following Argentavis. The transfer tool that I use, when you click 1 to move from your Ankylo and personal inventory, the metal, flint, and stone, to Argentavis, if there's 2 Argentavises around, it'll split it evenly between both of them. So transferring 1 right there, I mean, that doesn't really, you know, there's nothing to transfer. Oh, I guess there is. 362 metal, that transferred 181 to each bird. So it evenly splits it, which is really nice. So we go ahead and take all that. I just went on a giant metal spree. May I help you guys? Jesus Christ. Can't wait till these guys go away. On 2 little runs, I've got 12,000 metal in here. That is insane. It took me like 4 days, or okay, like 3 days of like a couple hour sessions to get 22,000 metal ingots, and we're already at a fourth of what that would be. That's pretty good. That's a lot faster of a pace. While that metal's cooking, we have about 180 walls or 190 walls we can drop down real quick, which is a third of what we need, but yeah, it's getting some done. Not really sure how I messed this up, but I think it was when I was keeping this one connected with this one here because I really liked how they worked. This is a little bit further. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do yourself a favor. Following distance highest. God. I realize that my biggest problem with flyers and the whole reason why I probably wind up killing him even by accident. First off, I hate the damn screech of an Argentavis. It pisses me off. But if my flying distance is not on highest, it just kind of gets in my face all the time, which But this is a little bit too low. I think that'll be fine though, because all I need to do to fix this, let me turn this to hide all connected. All I need to do to fix it is make a railing and put it down there and then change the railing to a half wall. That might be a cheaper way than doing an entire wall and having to fill up this tiny little gap. Because I don't want to get the gap fixed. It's not that much of a priority, and I'm not going to waste so much metal to make a full wall. Yeah, we got the same problem on this side, too. This one I'm going to blame on the fact that the whole thing slopes down right here. If you notice, this end slopes down because it's, like, partially destroyed. At least I want to assume. Can you just... Why are these guys still in the game? They take one shot. They're just annoying me. This one's flat down on the surface, though, so that one won't have an issue. I mean, I can check right now. Pretty confident it doesn't. Let's see. And on the floor. No, it does! The frick did I do? I'm not even... Does that bother me? I'm about to spend that much metal just to fix a little hole? Nah. Doesn't really bother me all that much. I realize that it's gonna look good in the end of it. It's gonna look fine. The little minute problems, these little tiny issues just aren't, they're trivial. Like this little thing with the fence right here, it's not even gonna become a problem because it's already hidden. I'm not worried about it. We got this going so far. Looks good. Looks good. That actually needs a full wall, I think. I don't know if a half wall will be enough. That won't be enough. Yeah, we'll need a full wall for that one. It looks good. Of course, looks very not good because we don't have the, what are they called? The pillars or the railing down to give it a little accent. But still good. In fact, I did have that one wall that I used to test the other thing. We can see how this looks right there. And yeah, seamless. Great. Thankfully, it would look like the blueprint I got from the drop, the Christmas package from dear old Raptor Claws at 144 armor with 142 hyperthermic insulation was a lot better than the other one that I had at 96 hyperthermic insulation. 142 versus 96. In fact, you get 7 better armor, nearly 50 better hyperthermic insulation for less cost. It's 133 versus 137. It's basically the same amount, but still, just to put it into perspective, that's pretty good. This one is pretty much useless. I mean, the durability 170 is, the durability, actually, okay, here's the benefit. This guy's durability is 220. This one's only 107. So this is shit durability. You're really bad, but if we're flying around, and that's the whole point of the ghillie suit anyway, the durability in this guy's a little bit better. Whatever. This is a really good set. So 142, I've got the leggings sitting at 109. I've got this mask, I was going to say helmet, but it's a mask, at 104, better than the Mastercraft at 86. And the boots are 159. Because we all know you sweat through your feet more than anything else anyway, and that's true. I actually have very sweaty feet. So 159, 104, 109, and 142. All we need are gauntlets. So all we need are some nice breathable gloves. And we got a full set, guys. I don't even want to, I don't even want to reveal my face cam for you to see it. It's so good. It's so good. First off, right there. That guy right there. Not a blueprint, unfortunately, but 170 armor and 175 hyperthermic insulation. God damn. That's insane. But, a little backstory. I died off camera. Full died, and my inventory had everything on me. I don't want to talk about it. It was just an AFK death. I wasn't at my computer. Drowned. Got dehydrated and died, so I lost my good crossbow. The 316% one? Yeah, or 319, whatever it was. Well, we just got a blueprint for a 320% crossbow at 736 durability. That is disgusting. 730 durability. This could tame a level 150 wild giga in just one crossbow. There is no need for a long neck rifle. There isn't in any regard. Like, I made the stupid mistake of at one point prioritizing other things that I was doing and saying, I'll get the Santa Claus thing. No. We are going to get the Santa... Cause you guys have to remember something. The gacha crystals where we got all of our other good stuff are great. They are. We get some really fantastic stuff off that, but they don't give blueprints. That's their balance. They don't have any blueprints. You can't get them. The fact that we just got a blueprint for a crossbow means that we're never going to not have it. That's permanent. As long as we can get it home, which, I don't know if you guys are kind of sensing our level of threat right now and danger, but I don't think getting home is going to be that much of a problem. Oh, hey, big surprise. It wasn't much of a problem. Another weird thing is I'm out here breaking beaver dens to get cementing paste to make sure I don't run out when I'm crafting everything, and there hasn't been... Oh, level 120. There hasn't been a single beaver. I've not been contested breaking any of the foundations. Oh, 96! Fuck! There's a Christmas one too, ain't it? Oh, that one's pretty cool. Yeah, it's cool. I mean, we already have a peppermint theme one. That kind of shows how rare that guy was that we got, the color scheme. Because that one's red and white, but it has a green top on it, or like a dirty forest green. It's only 96. Still, no beavers to be found. I don't know where they went. I don't know. I want them to stay here. I mean, there was a dino wipe a few hours ago. Weird. Oh, beaver! Never mind. Well, everybody, it happened, and I couldn't be more excited about it. Take a look at my inventory. Right down there. We got gauntlets. Ascendant Ghillie gauntlets. Pretty cheap, too. 134 hyperthermic insulation and 125 armor. Sitting pretty good. Pretty happy about that one. Let's go, baby. We got a full set. Full set of good ghillie. And thankfully, even though it's ascendant, it's not really going to cost a lot. I mean, you know, like, what would that be? 500, 600 organic polymer. Yeah, you know, that could be difficult, but there's a couple ways you could go about getting it. Number one, we could use our gacha. That name is slipping. Daisha. Hello. Sorry, I've been a little bit out of it right now. Daisha graciously gave us a while ago. Could get organic polymer that way, or we could build a chainsaw and get organic polymer at another map by killing some penguins. Possibility on that one as well too. We also have a lot of flak armor, or not flak armor, but riot gear, to the point where we could probably wear riot gear in the cold and be fine. So there's a few ways of going about that. I just took a little pit stop again, getting the, you know, the Santa Claus and stuff. But we are nearly done with the wall, and be right back. It's taken me a good while, but we got it done. Sort of. Almost. Let me explain what I mean by that. Do a little tour of everything as we go from right to left, clockwise. You guys have already seen this whole deal with the... Yeah, you've already seen all this over here. It's all looking pretty good. This is the... So this is all it's styled with the pillars and the fences or the fence posts. It looks good. I don't have the rest of that done quite yet. Like, that'll take more metal, but I just want to get the actual base of it done. That's done. That's looking good. This is also looking good over here. Then we're gonna have, after a little bit of frame drops. Oh, nope, game crashed. Sick. Back to what I was saying. This is the area we're gonna be putting one of the gates. I also had to do another layer of walls down underneath here. If you guys couldn't tell, I did fill in the gaps, make it look kind of nice. This area as well too had some gaps, which I filled in as well. Want to make sure I wasn't, you know, mouse, please stay on the, thank you. I hope anybody that doesn't get too pissed off from me spinning like that, just make sure that my mouse is locked down on my computer. I'm always switching to my other computer. Doesn't matter. Same way around from here. And then this area is just a flat wall. I wish it was another area with a fence, but that part's broken off. We're not going to do anything with that ever. I mean, if we ever do, I could make it into one, but eh. And then it's the same thing. Did this whole deal. Back there, yeah, you get the point. A lot of metal being placed on, a lot of fences, a lot of walls, the whole bit, the whole bada. I tried making this area look good, because I know that I'm going to wind up making it identical to that and placing some stuff over here as well too. But this part protrudes out a little bit more than I'd like it to. This one not so much, so it is a bit uneven in that aspect. I'm hoping that when I actually place the gate down, which will be just a little bit in front of this crack here, I'll be able to adjust the gate thickness and the gate pillar thickness, as well as the fact that these will have pillars on the end of them. to make it look a little bit better in that regard. That's the prayer, at least. And I haven't done the math on it, but I hope to God that I'm going to be able to put a pillar down right there and a pillar down there and have it be every other. If that's not the case, I'm going to be kind of upset and I don't really know what to do. But that's, yeah. Moving on through here, I made a change after a complication that I did not want to deal with at all. You know, so this is just a flat wall. I'm going to put like a sign here and make it funny. Music? No music now, purple drop. There's gonna be a sign here just like saying, haha, turn around, whatever. There's a reference that I'm missing, but I need to remember what it is before I place the sign down. It's like a dead-end, hilarious thing. Can't remember what it's from. But I decided to opt to do this wall here, and then this gate right here will continue on inside. It's a bit weird, but the reason why I put that wall down right there is so things couldn't just like walk over the fence, essentially. And I did want to do it where it just connected on that fence and went the entire straightaway across, and this was just a giant wall. However, because they were basically floating and not attached to anything, it told me after a while, what was it? What was the problem? Foundation support needed, and I think looking at it, there was an easy way for me to fix it. I just don't want to deal with it. I might change it. Again, none of this is permanent. I like it, won't touch it for a while, but it's not permanent. A gate will go there, and then this is another thing as well, too. This one had to be kind of weird since this whole thing was weird. The wall goes there, goes up like this. This is like the most vertical at an incline thing we've got going, which I like it. Adds a little bit of variation to the whole thing. I might need to one-up the wall, because it is short on some ends, but eh. And this is going to be another gate, and that's it. That's the wall done. So we have 9 gate areas to get done, which I'm pretty sure all of the gates are going to be the same height as the other ones, so 4 would be it. Let's take a look and see if this will fit here. Material. Metal. Where's metal? There we go. So the height needs to be 4 always. That's going to be the height of it. It's pretty tall, but all right. And then the width would be, this would be 5. And that looks perfect. I love that. Only downside is that, again, the symmetry in this is not perfect. I could put it right here. Like, I could put it right in the middle, but then I'd have to make the width, like, this wide, and then I don't... it's not going to be perfect. I know you guys... If you've watched this series at all, you know I crave perfection on this kind of shit. Trust me, I do. This is just not one of those moments where perfection's gonna avail. It just won't. So I'm not gonna worry about it too much. I think this will look fine. Just one more little edge right over there. This is the kind of perfection I could do though. Making sure it's straight, making sure that whole thing's symmetrical. And I think that's good. Yeah, it'll look weird, but yes. Not that big of a deal. Place it down right there. How much are you gonna need? Are you gonna be easy? 500 metal and 100 cementing base. God, that is so expensive! Fudge, man. That much metal for that small little thing. Just realized that I don't even have the metal to be able to do it. Okay, alright, I need to go and get more metal then. Oh my god, do I want to be doing this right now? I need to. Oh my god, I still need to gather so much more metal. You know what? I said that I was gonna get it done, but at this point, we've reached the part where it's been too long of an episode. I didn't want it to be the case. I didn't. But I want to get an episode for you guys out at a relatively decent time. It's been too long. This is gonna take a lot of metal. 9 gates at a minimum, absolute minimum. It's gonna be another 5,000 metal ingots, and that's just, I don't have the time to go out and get 10. Love you all. Thank you for watching this episode. We made a lot of progress. A lot of good times have been had. The fact that we've gotten the wall done is fantastic. And again, we'll do a styling another time. You know the deal, all right? Thank you for watching. Take care. Catch you up next time. Cheers! Yeah, so remember when I told you guys that I wasn't going to end off the episode with it being completely done? Yeah, I didn't take a giant leave of absence, no matter the reason, to give you guys a half-assed episode, okay? I was close to, but then I had a little bit of a kick. I'm like, hell no. We're going out to get more metal, and we're finishing this damn job. All 9 gates set up. That one needs a wall on the other side of it, but who cares? We'll do that in a little bit. All 9 gates set up and good to go. Unfortunately, some of them are the opposite way, which might bother a lot of you, and that's okay. We'll eventually get it fixed. You know me, eventually, but it works, okay? That actually needs another wall as well, too, which I believe I have just the ability to do such a thing. So I gotta go ahead and get this little bit fixed up. I think I actually just need a... Do I need a... I think I just need a pillar there. A pillar. It's not like Kirk Cousins trying to get a snap. Hut. Anyway, this is all done. It's closed in. It's good. To my knowledge, anything inside should not be able to climb out, and anything outside should not be able to climb in. That is until we eventually tame a Giga, and I need to raise all the roofs on this thing by 1 fold the entire way around. But until that day comes, we're fine. Here's how we're ending off the episode. We're going to go over to our beautiful Rexes, these guys who have a plentiful amount of levels. Peppermint scares me a little bit because, you know, level 89 after the boost, not a very high level Rex. So I don't know if we're going to leave Peppermint down there. Does have 40 levels though. Binocular, Spider Rex, and Mary Rexus. Ooh, Raptor Claws just arrived too. Ugh, I really need to go do that. I don't know if anybody else is on the server right now. We'll get to Raptor Claws in a little bit here. We have 51 levels on this guy. We're going to do this leveling in the same way I did it for Ragnarok, because I'm pretty sure that's just a general success story. We're going to pump all of the levels that we can into health to get this guy up to, I want to say 30k? I think 30k will be a good number for us for all of our Rexes. I do have to take it slowly since we're on a server and I can't see exactly how much we're pumping in. Okay, 15,000. A little bit of Christmas music, jolly jolly. That's not 23. I pumped in more levels than that, and I know that for a fact. Unless I didn't. It took that many levels to get to... Oh, you know what? I forgot to tell you guys. Comparing this series to Ragnarok, Ragnarok was running on single-player settings, which gave us a bit more of a buff to Dino stats as we leveled them. This is going to take a lot longer to wind up getting the melee damage up. In fact, I don't even know if it's worth it to get to 20... or to 30k or not. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to. What is it? 500 per level, essentially? 235 up to 239. So it's about 400 each. Meaning, oh yeah, this is going to take pretty much all my levels, the rest of them, to get this guy up to 30k. Ugh. You know what? I'm going with instincts. That's what we're going to do. If these guys are ruined, that's alright because we'll eventually make stronger Rexes with the imprinted breeds off these guys. So let's go ahead and pump in that much more. Was that 27.2? Am I even going to have enough? 2 more? 28,000? Oh, geez, I didn't even have enough. Alright, well, we pumped everything into health in this guy, and it's only at 29,000. That's alright. What about you? 53 levels, but we're starting off at a lower numerical value. Let's chuck a lot into you right off the bat. Seems like it's already benefiting you more. Maybe not. Oh, God. Yeah. Yikes. Alright, well, how much is that going to pull you up at? Don't tell me it's only 25,000 for you. Please, you could do so much better than that. It really is? Okay, fine. You're going to sit at... What's your end game going to be? 26,000. Okay, and what about you? You have... I'm just going to dump them all and assume that it's not going to hit over 30. Yeah, it's definitely not going to hit over 30k. And if it does, bite me. If it does, seriously, just bite me. 23,000. It's going to pump up a little bit more, I'm sure. Or maybe not at all. Is that it? 23,000? Okay, that seems to be it. 23,000. Yikes. All right, maybe... Hey, doesn't matter. These guys aren't the imprinted ones. Well, here's the deal. Well, actually, before we do that, we need to take a little bit of a helping hand. Because these guys are hurt and they're bleeding. However, we have a very... You know, I would have killed for this guy on Ragnarok. Having to sit around, wait for all my guys to heal right before the final boss fight. Spoilers. Took ages. But let's see if we can get these guys all bundled up at once. Hey, there we go. Couple little bouts of stamina and these guys should be fully healed. All things considered, and I know I love this bird to death. I hope... I know the cycle. I know this guy will eventually leave me, but until that point comes where I accidentally or even intentionally kill this guy off, Slushy's been fantastic. The only issue, though, is it does take quite a while for the health to bump up because this guy has about 30k and it only gives you about 3,000 per heal. And this is off of a bird that has 7,900 stamina. Yeah, it's a bit of a yikes. Okay, I think that will do it. Rock, you're it? What's your health at? Is that full? That's full. And all of you subsequently have full health as well, too. Great. One thing I need to go ahead and do is on the back side of this, which I know I need to fill this in, by the way. I know. I'll figure it out. Let me go ahead and hide this side right here. Hide all connected. There we go. It's looking a little better. Here's the tricky part. While these three guys are going to be down there on neutral, until I can figure out if this works properly, and maybe until we get a lot more Rexes to stop the spawning of a lot of hostile creatures, that'll be a while, but you understand the point. All these guys are going to have to go on passive, and they're going to have to trust me with their life that nothing will come up here. So passive, don't want you following me. All of you should be on passive. Aggression level passive. What about you? Passive. The whole deal. And these guys as well. I know I've only got a couple of them, but I know they can't be on neutral. They absolutely cannot be on neutral. Because the thing is, if these guys are on neutral, which they will be down there, they're not going to be passive. If these guys are on neutral, then we have an issue of every time something attacks one of these Rexes, my entire fleet will just fall down from the platform and jump down there, which is not what I want right now. It's not what I'm testing. So, behavior, stance, neutral. There we go. We could also set it to passive flee and just have them roam around like idiots, but, you know, I think I'm a little bit more dignified than to set my T-Rexes, my giant, beautiful tech Rexes to something like that. I'll set my Tyrannosaurs that maybe, but not my tech Rexes. So neutral on you, and the last one we got, you can just take a little jump off, because you're right here. You can be the first one. Mayor Rexmas, you are going to be the playtester to start. Neutral stance, and, oh, nope, okay, that's where you want to go. Now, I think they can hop in from here, because this is a height. No? Still no? What about on a light post? I think they can hit from a light post, or no? No? Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay. Did that just break something? That just broke the lamppost. Oh, no, it's not going to respawn ever now. Damn it. All right, well, we learned our cue. And my favorite part about this, behavior, enable wandering. Welcome back to the island, season 1, where I told you guys the game feels like a brand new game when you actually can have all of your dinos roaming around instead of just stationary locked in one place. It makes it feel like an interactive, beautiful world, and I absolutely am in love with it. It's one of the reasons why I kept playing ARK, is the way that made me feel. Just watching my Rexes and watching my other dinosaurs go on about their day, just doing whatever, having their merry life. Behavior, enable wandering, you're good. And the last one we got to hook up would be Rock Carrot. What's up, buddy? If you guys aren't understanding the game plan, is I wait until tomorrow. And you guys will see in tomorrow's episode, number 1, if they escape out of some way that I did not plan for. That would be something, and I'd be probably pissed about. But number 2 is if they survive. If they survive up until tomorrow, and I'm going to make sure, let's see, enable wandering, there we go. I'm going to make sure that I am an AFK up top, so I will have this chunk rendered in for a whole long hours, probably a long while. I know I'm going to sleep, and I'll probably be doing some other shit before then, but I'm saying like maybe 12 hours as a trial run. See if they survive. If they don't, then they take the hit, and we lose them. So this might be the last we see of them. Very doubtful, because they're not on aggressive. If they were on aggressive, I mean, they'd constantly just be taking damage for no absolute reason. And they are Rexes. They're rather... Son of a bitch. They're Rexes, so they're rather large. They won't be drowning or anything of a sort. But unfortunately, they won't be killing off any of the Parasithiums these guys running around either. It's a trade-off. But either way, thank you guys for watching this episode. We've done it. This is the starting point. Every part, every place has to start somewhere. And look, these are our boys. Look at them. Roaming around, man. Having fun. Just doing their own thing. I don't know whether or not they're going to be traveling across the water like swimming or if they're going to stay on land. They'll be able to roam around the entire place either way. And even though my gates are on automatic, they don't react to dinos. I think you guys should know that by now. But yeah, they're not going to open any of the gates even if they're automatic, which is nice. All right. Thank you all for watching. Take care. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Again, apologize for the leave of absence. But that's all you're going to get from me. I love you. Thank you for watching. Shit.